Imagine being in a room full of people where conversations are loud and energy is buzzing. Everyone seems to be clamoring for attention, raising their voices to be heard, engaging in shallow exchanges of words and thoughts. In the corner, a person stands quietly, observing everything around them with a serene intensity. They aren't competing for attention or trying to fit in. They seem at peace, but their mind is far from silent. This person is processing the emotions, motives, and subtleties of the room while holding tightly to their independence. This is the Sigma INFJ, the ultimate blend of introspection, compassion, and passion, and autonomy. The Sigma INFJ walks through life like a lone wolf, independent, introverted, and deeply reflective. Unlike typical extroverted personalities, the Sigma INFJ isn't seeking validation or leadership. They don't desire to be the center of attention, yet they possess a magnetic quality that draws people to them. They are both intensely empathetic and incredibly self-reliant, which presents a unique mix of strengths and challenges as they navigate the complexities of everyday life. Their existence is marked by deep introspection, emotional intelligence, and an unrelenting desire for personal growth. However, this journey through life is not without its struggles. Sigma INFJ constantly walk a fine line between their need for solitude and their capacity for connection, between their desire to help others and their need to protect their own emotional health. In this article, we'll explore how Sigma INFJ navigate life's challenges and how their strengths allow them to thrive, despite the difficulties they face. Strengths of the Sigma INFJ. 1. Empathy and deep understanding of others. One of the Sigma INFJ's most remarkable strengths is their unparalleled capacity for empathy. They possess an almost intuitive ability to sense what others are feeling, often understanding the emotions of those around them before these emotions are even expressed. This heightened sense of empathy allows Sigma INFJ to connect with others on a deep emotional level, offering support and guidance in ways that make those around them feel truly seen and understood. Sigma INFJ often serve as confidants, offering a safe space for others to open up. Their presence is comforting, and they are able to listen without judgment, providing advice that comes from a place of genuine care and insight. People are drawn to their ability to offer profound understanding without asking for anything in return. This strength is also what makes them excellent counselors, mentors, and guides in various areas of life, from friendships to careers. However, this strength also comes with challenges. The Sigma INFJ's ability to feel so deeply can be both a blessing and a burden. They absorb the emotions of others, sometimes to the detriment of their own well-being. Because they are so attuned to the needs of those around them, they can easily become emotionally overwhelmed, especially in environments filled with conflict or emotional distress. They must constantly navigate the fine balance between helping others and protecting their own emotional energy. 2. Independence and self-reliance. While Sigma INFJ are empathetic and compassionate, they are also fiercely independent. They don't fit into the typical social hierarchies that often define relationships or workplaces. They operate outside the need for validation from others and are highly self-reliant. This independence allows them to pursue their own path in life without being bogged down by societal expectations or the opinions of others. Sigma INFJ value their autonomy above almost anything else, and this self-reliance is one of their greatest strengths. They are highly introspective and often take time to reflect on their thoughts, feelings, and actions, ensuring that they remain true to themselves. Unlike other personality types who may be swayed by trends, social pressures, or the desire for acceptance, Sigma INFJ are guided by their internal compass. They don't need the approval of others to feel validated, and this allows them to maintain a strong sense of self, even in environments where they may not fit in. This independence is also what allows Sigma INFJ to pursue creative and intellectual interests without the constraints of groupthink or conformity. They thrive in solitary pursuits where they can explore their passions and ideas freely, often coming up with innovative solutions or new ways of thinking that challenge the status quo. 3. Visionary thinking and intuition. One of the most distinctive traits of the Sigma INFJ is their ability to see beyond the surface. They are visionary thinkers, always looking at the bigger picture and seeking to understand the deeper meaning behind events, behaviors, and situations. Their intuition is incredibly sharp, allowing them to anticipate outcomes and read between the lines in ways that others often miss. This intuitive strength enables Sigma INFJ to be highly strategic and forward-thinking. They are excellent at problem-solving because they can foresee potential obstacles and plan accordingly. Their ability to synthesize information from various sources and see patterns where others see chaos makes them natural innovators and strategists. However, their visionary thinking can sometimes lead to frustration, especially when they feel that others don't understand their perspective or when they struggle to put their abstract ideas into concrete action. Because they often see things so clearly in their minds, it can be difficult for them to communicate their insights to others who may not be operating on the same wavelength. 4. A strong sense of purpose. Sigma INFJ are not content to simply go through the motions of life. They are driven by a deep sense of purpose and are constantly searching for meaning in everything they do. Whether it's their career, relationships, or personal development, Sigma INFJs approach life with intentionality. They are passionate about making a positive impact on the world, and this purpose-driven mindset propels them forward even when they face obstacles or challenges. This strong sense of purpose gives Sigma INFJ a resilience that allows them to keep moving forward, even when the world around them seems chaotic or uncertain. They are often drawn to causes or careers that align with their values, such as social justice, environmental advocacy, or humanitarian work. Their desire to contribute to the greater good is one of their most admirable strengths. The struggles of the Sigma INFJ. Despite their many strengths, Sigma INFJ face several struggles as they navigate life. These challenges often stem from the very traits that make them unique, creating a complex interplay of strengths and weaknesses. 1. Emotional overwhelm and burnout. While their capacity for empathy is a strength, it also makes Sigma INFJ vulnerable to emotional overwhelm. Because they feel so deeply and are constantly absorbing the emotions of those around them, they can easily become emotionally drained. This is especially true in environments where they are surrounded by negativity, conflict, or emotional turmoil. Sigma INFJ often struggle with setting boundaries to protect their own emotional well-being because they don't want to let others down or seem uncaring. Burnout is a real risk for Sigma INFJ, particularly when they are in roles that demand constant emotional labor, such as caregiving, counseling, or teaching. They need to be mindful of their own needs and ensure that they are taking time for self-care and solitude to recharge their emotional batteries. Without these breaks, Sigma INFJ can become emotionally exhausted, leading to feelings of resentment, frustration, or even depression. 2. Isolation and loneliness. While Sigma INFJ value their independence and autonomy, this can sometimes lead to feelings of isolation. They don't easily fit into social hierarchies or group dynamics, and their need for deep, meaningful connections can make it difficult to find people who truly understand them. As a result, Sigma INFJ may struggle with loneliness, even if they are surrounded by people. They often feel misunderstood because their inner world is so rich and complex, and it can be hard to find others who share their level of introspection and depth. While they enjoy their solitude, they still crave meaningful connections, and the lack of these connections can sometimes lead to feelings of disconnection from the world around them. 3. Perfectionism and self-criticism. Sigma INFJ have a strong sense of purpose and are often driven by their ideals. While this can be a great motivator, it can also lead to perfectionism and self-criticism. They set incredibly high standards for themselves and can be their own worst critics when they feel that they haven't lived up to these standards. This perfectionism can be paralyzing at times, preventing Sigma INFJ from taking action because they are afraid of failing or not meeting their own expectations. It can also lead to feelings of frustration when they feel that they are not making enough progress toward their goals, even when they are doing more than most people would. 4. Difficulty balancing independence with relationships. Sigma INFJ are fiercely independent, but they also crave deep, meaningful connections. This creates a tension between their need for autonomy and their desire for emotional intimacy. They often struggle to find the right balance between these two needs, leading to challenges in both personal and professional relationships. In romantic relationships, for example, Sigma INFJ may find it difficult to fully open up to their partners because they fear losing their independence. They may also struggle to communicate their need for alone time without making their partner feel rejected. Similarly, in friendships, Sigma INFJ may have a hard time maintaining close connections because they don't enjoy surface-level interactions or small talk, preferring instead to dive into deep, meaningful conversations. Navigating life as a Sigma INFJ. So, how does a Sigma INFJ navigate life with all of these strengths and struggles? The key lies in finding balance and developing self-awareness. By recognizing their unique traits and understanding both their strengths and weaknesses, Sigma INFJ can learn to harness their abilities while mitigating the challenges they face. First and foremost, Sigma INFJ must prioritize self-care. This means setting boundaries to protect their emotional energy, regularly taking time for solitude and reflection, and ensuring that they are not overextending themselves in their efforts to help others. Self-care is not selfish. It's essential for maintaining emotional health and preventing burnout. Second, Sigma INFJ should embrace their independence while also seeking out meaningful connections. It's important for them to find a balance between their need for solitude and their desire for intimacy. This may involve seeking out like-minded individuals who understand and respect their need for alone time, while also being open to forming deep, meaningful relationships. Finally, Sigma INFJ should learn to let go of perfectionism and practice self-compassion. It's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to not have everything figured out. By being kinder to themselves and embracing imperfection, Sigma INFJ can reduce the pressure they place on themselves and focus on personal growth rather than perfection. Strength in balance. Navigating life as a Sigma INFJ is both a journey of strength and a series of challenges. Their unique combination of empathy, independence, and visionary thinking allows them to make a profound impact on the world around them. However, their deep sensitivity and introspection can also lead to emotional overwhelm, perfectionism, and feelings of isolation. By recognizing these strengths and struggles, Sigma INFJ can develop strategies for thriving in life. Through self-care, setting boundaries, and embracing both their independence and desire for connection, they can create a life that is both meaningful and fulfilling. It's about finding balance between solitude and connection, between empathy and self-preservation, and between striving for excellence and accepting imperfection.